Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I will tell you about my trip to Posadas, Misiones, Argentina in March 2023. So sit back and relax while I will describe my experience. After a wonderful time in Buenos Aires, the new destination was Posadas, the capital of the Misiones province, which is located in the northeast part of Argentina between Brazil and Paraguay. I flew over there with Flybondi, which is a low-cost airline like Ryanair in Europe or Southwest in the USA. The round-trip price was about 22,000 pesos, which was $59 at the time when the dollar-blue exchange rate was 377 pesos for $1. It was just another short flight, so not much to do other than reading a book. Here I was captivated by the bestseller Feeling Good, written by Dr. David Burns. I landed at the Libertador General José de San Martín airport, where I was picked up by my friends. At my arrival, there was a sunny day with 30 degrees Celsius or 86 Fahrenheit. What a feel-good day to start the new adventure! So first we went to have lunch at De La Ruedita restaurant. As I remember, it was delicious and it also has 4.5 stars according to Google Map reviews. Next, we went to my friend's apartment, who was very welcoming and arranged a room for my stay. So no hotel expenses during this time, but if I check the accommodations on booking.com, the prices are from $200 to $1,000 for 1 week, depending on your budget. Later, we had a drive by the Costanera promenade and I started to discover the beauty and the tranquility of this city. The next day, someone classy in the group organized a boat trip on the Paraná River and we really had a great time riding the waves and drinking yerba mate. By the way, the province of Misiones is a powerhouse when it comes to producing and exporting yerba mate, and not only. During 2022, they have exported yerba mate valued at $75 million, which was 17% of their total exports. Posadas was founded in 1870 and now has a population of about 300,000 residents. It is the most populated city in the Misiones province, and it's also the administrative, economic and cultural center here. Years ago it was part of the neighboring Corrientes province. The climate here is pleasant all year round, and if I would have a chance to move and live in Argentina, this city would be in the top list. It has hot summers and warm winters. The local climate is subtropical without a dry season, so in the summer it's like 30 degrees Celsius or 90 Fahrenheit, and in the winter it's like 20 degrees Celsius or 70 Fahrenheit. Isn't it like heaven? The city of Posadas has its name after Gervasio Antonio de Posadas, who was the supreme director of the United Provinces of the Rio de la Plata, who annexed this portion of missionary territory to Corrientes province. The city of Posadas borders Paraguay, and if you cross the river Paraná, you get to the city of Encarnacion. So you can get there by boat or by car on San Roque González de Santa Cruz Bridge. It is a cable-stayed bridge that was opened in 1990 and has a total length of 2,550 meters or about 8,400 feet. During the day the bridge has a rainbow, but not during the night. They are still working on developing a night viewable rainbow. So I will update you about this if there is any news. Later that day, we dined at the Marinas Resto Bar. We spent a splendid evening with flavorsome foods and drinks. It is a highly recommended place for locals and tourists. It has a unique view of the port, the river Paraná. Speaking about beautiful scenery, in the next few days my friends took me to Puerto Iguazu to see the Iguazu waterfalls, which is considered one of the 7 wonders of nature. It is a magnificent series of waterfalls located on the border of Argentina and Brazil. More about this trip in my upcoming videos, so make sure to subscribe to see what's next. And now back to Posadas. There are plenty of things to do according to TripAdvisor, and I actually did the top of them without even reading their list because of my friends' suggestions. So their list is very useful if you want to check it out. As mentioned before, I've been to Costanera, where you'll see plenty of people having a walk or running or riding a bike, or like us, just cruising around in the car. Plaza de 9 Julio is a good spot to relax and enjoy the greenery of this little park. And nearby, I think I found the happiest looking church I have ever seen in my life. it was this Iglesia Catedral de Posadas, also known as Catedral de San Jose, which is painted pink, like in a fairy tale. I also went to the Plaza San Martin, which is a nice park with the statue of General José de San Martín, the Libertador of Argentina, Chile and Peru. The Amphitheatro Manuel Antonio Ramirez has a capacity for about 5,000 seated people, which can be expanded to up to 7,000 people with the installation of mobile stands. They have concerts here and film TV shows. The amphitheater has its name in honor of Manuel Antonio Ramirez, who was an agronomist, poet and journalist born in Buenos Aires, but who worked professionally in Misiones. At the nearby monument El Guitarrista, you can play the air guitar. I also took a walk near the monument of Andres Guacuarari, also known locally as Andresito. He led the missionary army in numerous military campaigns, the first of them against the Paraguayan forces. Andres recovered possessions of the towns located on the right bank of the Paraná River. A nice breakfast can be indulged at Café Martinez. It is an Argentine coffee chain founded in 1933 by Atilano Martinez, a Spanish immigrant. Originally, it had a single location, and since 1995, the founder's grandchildren have developed it into a gourmet coffee shop franchise format. Currently, the chain has more than 170 branches, with a presence also in Uruguay, Paraguay, Spain, the United States and Bolivia. Here I am at the Mosquita Muerta wine, which is a hidden VIP location so well camouflaged that I couldn't find much about it on the internet. Great food and wines, and I'm not sure if I can tell you about this. There are a few Western Union places in the city if you want to transfer some money to yourself. I found this to be the best and safest method because you don't carry loads of cash with you and you don't get weird exchange rates when using credit or debit cards. The exchange rate was 408 peso for €1 on my departure day. Last meal we had was at the restaurant El Rancho, where people say the location, service and atmosphere are fantastic here. And because we shared some asado, I wanted to share that it is common in Argentina to share. In Europe and in the US, when going out with friends or family to a restaurant, I and everyone at the table are used to ordering what we want but separately. Maybe we can share some appetizers, but mainly everyone decides what they want. However, over here, they would choose foods to share, so everyone gets to try from a few large dishes. I feel like it is more socially connecting and probably even more economically wiser. I've seen them share their cars, apartments and so on. At first I thought it might be an exception, but later during my trip in other parts of Argentina, I saw more and more cases like that, so I was impressed by such a great friendship and social behavior. This was my last day here, and at some point it started to rain, which felt a bit symbolic. But no worries, I have you in my heart, Posadas, and maybe I'll come back. In the next videos you will watch even more about beautiful and resourceful Argentina, so don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you, ciao, bye!